Well, a couple of things with that. Number one, parents, if you're missing clients, as I have, I never thought I would have to cue a vacuum cleaner, a hair dryer, or a blender. And if you could have saw the custodian's face when I asked to borrow his cart and the wet floor sign. Priceless. Okay, so at this point in our concert, before we finish, we have a couple of things we need to take care of as far as our end of the year things. Is Mr. Buglio here? Where is he? He's right here. Okay, at this point, we would like to induct our Tri-M members for this year. And Mr. Buglio is the chapter sponsor, and he'd like to give you a little information on Tri-M.
Good evening. Tonight I would like to formally induct a number of students who have fulfilled all the requirements necessary to become active members of the Tri-M Music Honor Society. I would also like to recognize the continuing members of our chapter here at Tamaqua Area High School. Before I do that, though, I'd like to speak to what Tri-M Music Honor Society represents. The formation of the Tri-M Music Honor Society chapter signifies the importance of the arts and Tamaqua High School's recognition of the importance of the arts in the development of a comprehensive educational program. Tri-M provides a means of recognizing the efforts and achievements of music students who volunteer their time and share their musical talents with others. The goals of the Tri-M Music Honor Society are to foster greater interest in band, orchestral, and choral performance, and to provide a wider opportunity for personal musical expression. Students are selected for membership in the Honor Society on the basis of musicianship, scholarship, cooperation, leadership, and service to their school and community. Our chapter bases its membership on 6 criteria that were established in 1991 at the founding of Chapter 2240. The 6 criteria are: number 1, only upperclassmen are eligible for induction. Freshmen are not eligible. Number 2, the student must be proficient on his or her instrument or voice as determined by a faculty member. Number 3, a student must maintain a grade point average of an A in all music courses and a B overall in general course study. Number 4, the student must have at least auditioned for county and or district festivals. Number 5, the student must be active and remain active in the marching and or concert band, or concert choir and or jazz chorale. And number 6, all new inductees must have completed an essay on the topic, the role music plays in my life. Having met all 6 of the criteria necessary, at this time it is my pleasure to announce the 2016 inductees into Chapter 2240 of the Tri-M Music National Honor Society of Tamaqua Area High School. I would ask that these students please stand and be recognized when your name is called. Antonetta Grace, Emma Hope, Jeffrey Letterhouse, Madeline Mace, Sarah Miller, Faith Roberts, Nathan Steigerwald, Madison Wickersham, and these are our 2016 National Honor Society inductees. Each inductee will receive a Tri-M pin emblem that they are to wear with pride alongside their other music ribbons and medals that they have received. Band jackets and high school jackets are a great place to display the pin. Finally, we'd like to recognize our students for continued membership in Chapter 2240. And these students must meet and continue to meet the following criteria. Number 1, each of these students must continue to remain active in the music department by participating in an active performing ensemble here at Tamaqua Area High School. And number 2, each member is required to audition for county and or district festivals each year to maintain their Tri-M membership status. At this time, the continuing members of Chapter 2240 will be recognized. I would ask that these students please stand when their name is called. Genevieve Beck, Anna Betts, Abigail Brickler, Kendra Boyle, Caitlin Franz, Amy Gardner, Allie Gerber, George Hedges, Amy Hall, Melanie Kostek, David Lucas, Patrick McMullen, Jasmine Maynard, Michaela Knox, Emma Ozenbach, Allison Peterson, Alec Rosen, Alyssa Chappelle, Ariane Cerniak, Julia Shellhammer, Monica Shimko, Adam Schungart, Ben Tarano, and Kelsey Zamudio. Each of these students will receive a certificate at a later date to recognize their continued membership. At this time, that concludes our induction, and I'll turn the program back over to Mr. Rose.
Okay, before we perform our last selection, I'd like to recognize anyone that had played a solo this evening, either in jazz band, or wind ensemble, or the Raider band portion of the concert. Will you please stand up? Anybody that had a solo. Guys, where are the drum set players? Where are the set players at? You guys play solo all the time. Come on, get out here. Thanks, guys. So obviously in about 20 days, right, comes week May 25th, right, Julia? Is that the deal? Okay. I'm going to lose a group of seniors. So I'd like my seniors to stand up. Where are you guys? Stand up. Just remember, the real world is filled with a lot of one more times. You are prepared for those one more times. When the professor says your paper is no good, do it one more time. Just be like, all right, I got it. So go out and do good things. Don't forget where you came from. All right? Thanks, guys. Every year we give out 2 awards for members of our band. These are the Gilmore Award and the Souza Award. These are basically the MVPs of the band. And the Gilmore Award has been given out now since 1995. If you actually look in the trophy case when you leave this evening, you can see the first one. And the Souza Award has actually been given out since 1978 here in Tamaqua. In order to be considered for these awards, you must be a senior, and you are voted on by your peers. And your name goes on to the plaques that are out here. You are also given an individual plaque, and you can actually, and I never knew this, but with the Souza Award, you can actually register your name on their website. You can go on and look at, Joe Schmo High School in Oregon and look at their Souza Award winners if they put in for it. So a couple weeks ago, we had done our voting for our seniors, and this evening, the winner of the Gilmore Award is Ben Tarano. Take our vote down. Yeah. That's why you're like, all right. The ongoing joke with Ben is his poor K car. And the winner of the Souza Award is Amy Hall. So when these guys come down to the band room here in the next couple of days or so, what I started doing with the award winners is it kind of dawned on me a couple of years ago. The plaques that are out in the trophy case, they never really get to see. Their name goes on it, And I would always, we would go out and just put it on the plaque. So the last couple of years, the winners, I've made them put it on the plaque so they can actually see where they are, in the list, and they physically actually they have to put it on there. So, cool things here, guys. I have to say this group is just fantastic, awesome. They definitely allowed me to, as a band director, I have this kind of bucket list of pieces that I really want to conduct. And the first two, from the Divine Comedy. As a young band director, I remember going to District 8, and I had it when I taught in Salem, and I had a student who made, she was a contrabass clarinet of all things. I mean, it was like the plumbing in your house. I mean, it was like 6 days long. And the piece, the guy that commissioned that piece was there. And I watched this guy, I was 23 years old, watching this guy conduct it with no scores, all 4 movements, and he was like, saxophones, that's an F sharp, not an F, not an F measure. I mean, he knew it down. And I was just like in awe. I always thought, man, I want to conduct that piece. But up there I couldn't, and I came here. You have allowed me to get my 2 of my bucket list pieces. Actually 3 because we did the other one last year. So awesome, guys. This group is just fantastic. All right, here's the vice president of the band here. All right. He wants to talk to you. You got a deal on hats.
Thank you to everyone who came out tonight to see us perform these songs we have worked so hard on for these past few months. Without you, we wouldn't have been able to put on the concert. The success this band has had throughout the year has come from the dedication of our members and our director, Mr. Bells, and the support of the parents and the family around us. Thank you to everyone who had a part in helping us make this concert a success.